Gotta gas up, buddy.
Yep.
Nothing like fall fishing at West Point Lake. Boy. Just about had the water to ourselves today, Dooley. Team Perfect Cuts, we are at it again, man. One thing about it, man, this is fall fishing. Fall fishing, man. This is a very important time of the year, man. Follow the bait fish, boy. Follow the bait fish, boy. Listen, West Point Lake is down super low right now, but it's still an important time of the year because what you get a chance to do is you can kind of see the areas in the lake and find locations that you really couldn't see when the water level is up. So what happens is when the season comes back in, you have time to go back, reiterate on some things, see some locations, see some laydowns that you couldn't see during the regular season. So just stay tuned, man. I'll kind of give you some of the baits I throw. Maybe, but I'm gonna hide a few of them. But you know, like I said, man, I'll try to work some things out and let y'all get the opportunity to see some baits or some key baits that you should really throw in this time of the year. So just stay tuned. Well, y'all, one of the first patterns we're gonna start out on today, man. As you can see, someone's already kind of on our pattern, but we're gonna start out on the rocks, man, and just try to figure some things out. Try to work these the rock banks, and we're gonna throw a spinner bait to kind of get the morning kicked off, man. So you guys just stay tuned and see if we can get something out. First of all, we're gonna start out with some type of white bait with a bluegill pattern, man. I'm gonna start off with the spinner bait and work these in the areas. This time of year, you really want to mimic the bait fish. So I'm gonna start off with this and see what we can produce. Another bait that I like to throw, you guys, is some type of fluke style bait. This in particular is by Z-Man, man. Made out of elastic plastic, man. This is a real durable bait. I like to use it a lot of time when I'm throwing it up in these rock in the clay banks, man, because it's real durable, man. When it gets stuck in grass or something like that, you can really just snatch it through it, and it doesn't tear as easy. Some people use Zoom Super Fluke, and I'm really not a big fan of any particular brand, but I just use what gets fish in the boat for me. So I don't want this to turn into a commercial or anything like that. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing. Yep, and I got my son in the rear of the boat, man. He's throwing a micro jig by Z-Man with a little Zoom mini chunk on the rear of it. He's throwing in a black and blue color because the water is very muddy out today. I mean, it's super stained, man. We had rain came in last night. We got more coming in tomorrow, so we got a real little murky situation going on out here. So we're just trying to find some fish, man. It's hard to really see the bait fish because of the conditions out, but we're going to kind of keep working some key areas where we think the bait fish may be going. At this time of year, sometimes they're working their way back to the backs of the creek, so we're actually just following this little pattern, man, through the rock bluff and kind of working our way to the back of the creek, seeing if we can locate some bait fish. I'm starting to see a little activity now that the sun is coming up. Hopefully it'll push the fish towards the bank a little bit. The water temperature out this morning, I think it was around, let's see what we got here, about 59 degrees. No, actually, I'm sorry, it's 63 degrees. So when the sun comes out, these bait fish should be kind of pushing towards the banks to a little bit of water, a little bit of warmer water. And we're gonna play with it a little bit and see if we can get something for you. My son, he out there doing his thing. Did you get a bite yet, Dooley? Have you got a bite yet? It's tough, isn't it, man? It's tough out here today, man. So we just gonna, you know, we're really just enjoying the water, man, but we're working on some of our techniques as we out here, man. That's what fishing really all about, man. Sometimes you don't always catch fish, but just to get on the water, work on your technique, try some key baits, and get a chance to just build your confidence up with some key baits so that when you get back on the water in perfect conditions or better condition, you can kind of get some big ones in the boat, boy. Stay tuned. I'm still trying to figure out what my son doing with 2 rods in his hand. He must think he's fishing with live bait. He just switched over to his other rod. He got that old Netty on now. That's that Ned rig by Z-Man. Y'all must think we sponsored by Z-Man. No, Z-Man shot me out. What? All this talk I'm doing about y'all bait. Y'all send me a bait, man. Send me a bait.
You did it.
Y'all, I didn't even have the camera on, man. But I just reeled a nice little, a little something, nothing special. But what I did, man, I just focused back on some of the technique that I usually do, man. When the bite is tough, man, I went back to the Ned rig for my son, and I went back to a Cinco, man. Just run it on a on a little lightweight hook, man, and just let it float to the bottom. And I just drug it on the bottom, and then he thumped it, man. He thumped it. Looks like the Cinco was bringing them in today, fellas. That's fish number 2 in the live well. Let's get it. You tangle it up at the top, man. Now when you cast this bait, you throw it up toward the bank. You let it sit at the bottom for a while, and you just drag it real slow. Go ahead, throw it. There you go, there you go. All right, now reel it just a little bit. Bring it in just a little bit. Come on. All right, now hold right there and reel it back to the boat real slow. And if you feel the thump, don't set the hook as soon as you feel the thump. Let him take the bait just a little bit, son, and then you set the hook, okay? All right. Man, we've been in the same spot, so actually the fish are schooled up right in this little spot, man. I caught 2 nice ones in this spot. So what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna stay right here and see if they're still there. All right, son, get ready. Reel it in, reel it in. You got him. You got him, buddy.
It went off.
You had him, buddy. You gotta pay attention. All right, leave it out there. Leave it out there. You're gonna come back and get it. Oh, what you got? I don't know if you guys seen it earlier, man. There was some guys that were fishing this exact pattern in front of us, man. So what we've been doing, actually fishing the same pattern, but they're fishing a little too fast. As you know, before we started off with the flukes and the spinnerbait, but I wasn't getting the bite, so I had to slow down on the same pattern. Don't always just jump out of a pattern just because you're not getting a few bites. Take your time sometimes. You may run the bank a little fast, then come back around, bag off a little bit, and slow down and see if you can produce a bite. I mean, we catching them. They're not. Hey, I'll take that back. Because sometimes I come out here don't catch a fish either. So we're not gonna be picky. We're not gonna be bragging. We're just saying, we catching them, and they're not. Hey man, I'm sorry. That's a bad cast. Get you another. You need to get it toward the bank. Get it closest to the bank as you can. That's all right. That's a good one. Don't reel it in so fast. You gotta let it sink all the way to the bottom once you get out there, son. Baby. Itty bitty baby. That's too little. He's too little. Reel it. I told you you're gonna get him. Reel him. You gotta reel it down, huh? He going under the boat, son. Don't let him run up under the boat with you. He reeling it. Reel it. Reel it, son. Hold on, son. You gonna let him get away. You can't let him go up wrong with you. He came
I didn't.
You can't let him run with you, buddy. When you get him, you gotta hold him. Look, and you take your rod and start walking him back around this side of the boat. Don't let him go up under the motor. Okay? All right, y'all. Dooley had a good one, man. He it ran up under the back of the motor and got away from him, man. But we're gonna get him another one. You wanna hold it? Yeah, right, just like that. Keep your rod right there at 12 o'clock. For about, keep it tight and just shake it a little bit. But keep your line straight, so when you see that line tighten up, he's on there, okay? Gotta keep paying attention. You can't stop paying attention because he'll get you when you stop paying attention. You got him, son. Reel him in. Come on, you got a good one, son. Reel him in. Come on. Reel him. Keep reeling fast. Don't let him get away. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get him to the boat, Dooley. Get him to the boat, Dooley. Get him. Go to the edge of the boat with your rod. Keep reeling. You got to keep reeling now. You can't stop. Keep reeling. Got him a good one. Yeah, Dooley. Yeah, Dooley. I told y'all I was going to put my boy on. I told y'all I was going to put my boy on. He going to be a bass pro. Get it, Dooley. Team Perfect Cuts, we at it again, y'all. We just had an excellent day out on the water. Me and my son had a great time, caught a lot of fish, caught some small ones, caught some good size ones, man. We had an excellent time, man. And Dooley, I know he had about 3 fish on line, but we still working with him on trying to get him to the boat, man. So he had an excellent time. He caught him some fish today. You know, I always catch me a few, you know what I mean? Y'all stay tuned, man. The fall bite was great, man, but actually it switched up a little bit. We used the Cinco to catch majority of our fish today, just to kind of let it float to the bottom real slow, and they were jamming it, man. So we had an excellent time. We caught some good quality fish. Caught a few small ones as well. We, just dropped them right back in, and we took a couple of pictures, and we drop them back in the water, catch and release as always, man. So y'all stay tuned for the next video, man. And just remember, man, Team Perfect Cuts is at it again, man. Please share these videos with all your family and friends. Thank